Hi everyone, Mr. Justin here with the Hernando County Public Library System, and thank you so much for joining us for another craft video. This week we read all about bears, and if you haven't watched our storytime video yet about bears, go back and watch because I thought it was a pretty good one. But we are going to make our craft about bears this week, and our craft is going to be this little brown bear or this grizzly bear with a craft roll, and that is going to be our cute little craft right here. So if you would like the supplies, and this is a pretty easy one with supplies, just go ahead and go to your local library branch, ask for the craft bag, and they will get you the little bag. Like I said, not a whole lot of supplies in today's bag. You will need a pen, a marker, or a crayon for some of the details of the bear, and a glue stick also. But let's see what is in, or any type of glue, what is in today's bag. Of course, we have the roll, the craft roll right here. That's going to be the base of our bear. We've got the circular shape, which is going to be the head and the ears of the bear. We've got kind of the slightly shorter, slightly wider strip of brown paper, and that's going to be for the feet and the legs. And then for the arms and hands, we have the slightly less wide and the longer. So we got shorter and wider, less wide and longer, and that is going to be for the arms. And for the head, just because I think it's a little easier than dealing with glue for the head, I do have one single glue dot for the head. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the head. And what we're going to do is we're going to make our little designs for the bear's face. So I'm going to do the side without the black lines on it, but I'm going to make little outlines for the ears. It's going to look just like that. And then I'm going to do the little circular part of his face. It's going to look just like that. And I'm going to add a big black dot for his nose right at the top of the little facial circle. And then I'm going to bring down and we're going to give him a nice mouth and a smile. It's going to look like that. And now we are missing the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and put two little black ovals in the middle of the circle, and that is going to be, let's see, that's going to be our bear's face right there. So let's go ahead and take the tube. Well, actually, before we do that, take the longer, more narrow strip, and that's going to be the arm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the little paws on each end. You can see our little paws right here. So on one end, I'm going to make a larger black circle, which is going to be his palm. And then all around it on top, I'm going to do 4 little smaller circles, and that is going to be simulating his paw. And we're going to go ahead and go on the other side and do the same thing. One bigger black circle right there, and then 4 smaller ones above it. And there we go. So it's going to look a little bit like this, and that'll be his paws. Alright, so we don't need to do anything for the feet, but if you want to do little claws for the feet, you can do that too, but I won't be doing that today. Alright, so we're going to be taking our legs and our feet, and we're going to just kind of fit it right here to see what we want it to look like, and that looks pretty good. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the tube down at the bottom. And also I'm going to put some in the middle of the strip of paper, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around, make sure it's fairly even. I'll bring that out a little bit. That looks pretty good. And it might take a few seconds for it to dry. There we go. No, that's not that even, so let's go ahead and keep moving it a little bit. There we go. That's pretty good. We're going to do the same thing with the arms, but we're going to do it more in the middle of the tube. So I'm going to put some glue kind of in the middle of the tube. And I'm going to do the same thing with the middle of the strip of paper right here. And then we're going to put it right here, make sure it's even so his arms are fairly even. And let me just, there, that's pretty good right there. But what are we missing? We're missing his head. And of course, you can put a little more glue if you want it to be less loose. That's always a good thing. But let's go ahead and do the head right now. So I've got a glue dot, and I'm going to put the head on top of the glue dot like this. It's on there, so now I'm going to go ahead here and put it on the roll, and look at that. We've got our bear. The bear is finished. He's a pretty cute bear too. So this is our bear for today. And there's our other bears. So you can come to your library, pick up the craft kit, and help make the cute little brown bear that we made today. And remember to watch our bear story time if you haven't yet. We've also got a science video coming up this week, and so please join us for that also. And I hope everybody had fun with their craft, and we will see everybody next week. Bye, everyone.